Our third presentation today is by Jessica Grifaldo. Her presentation is titled Microbial Teamwork, The Secret to Bacterial Success. She's a fourth-year doctoral candidate in the School of Life Sciences, specializing in microbiology. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage.
So my job today is to tell everyone in this room, and I mean everyone, that all you have a big ego. Why? Because you are human, and you have convinced yourself that because you created fancy technologies like indoor plumbing and send rockets into space, that humans rule the world. Now, as your friendly microbiologist, because that's what I am, I'm your friend, I'm gonna humble you today by helping you understand that humans live in a bacterial world. Bacteria have existed for billions of years, long before humans. Bacteria are the reason that there's even oxygen for humans to consume. So yeah, you created fancy technologies, but bacteria create the environment that allow humans to live. So be humble. And because bacteria created oxygen, that means they can live without it, which is one reason why bacteria can live in extreme environments that humans could never. In fact, believe it or not, you're more bacteria than human. Your body hosts more bacterial cells than your own human cells. And yes, some bacteria are pathogenic, meaning they cause disease, but the majority of bacteria are essential for life, which means bacteria are not enemies to be defeated, but partners, competitors, and co-evolving life forms. Now, Bacillus subtilis is one of the most resistant bacterial species that has pretty much dominated every environment on Earth. And this species has the potential to shape our health and environment and evolutionary future because this species is part of the healthy gut and soil microbiome for its ability to produce vitamins, help us build a strong immune system, and in the soil promote plant growth, which is why we use Bacillus as a probiotic or fertilizer. So again, be humble. Now, the secret to Bacillus' evolutionary success is its ability to function as a team by forming diverse cell populations and physiological states, each with its own talent and skills, working together to overcome stressful environments. For example, Bacillus can exist as these chains that are, say, attached to each other. And by doing this, it increases their size and numbers, making them more competitive. Now, the chain cells have committed to staying in the environment, which is why they often favor endospore populations by developing a thick protein coat that provides resistance to extreme temperatures and UV radiation, making them really hard to kill. Or sometimes they will produce matrix, a resistant sticky substance that acts as a protective blanket against toxins and provides insulation. Bacillus can also exist as unattached cells with these long structures called flagella that allow them to move. They're very similar to the flagella that I know you've seen on sperm races. Now, the population of highly motile cells can also sense and detect to various environmental signals, which guide them to migrate towards better environments. Or sometimes the flagellated cells will undergo autolysis. These are the cell populations that kill themselves. Why? To provide nutrients so that the team survives. However, only the migrators actually use their flagella. All the other communities have to shut them off. But that's kind of weird. Why make a flagella if you're not going to use them? Because flagella assures that no matter what the environment throws, Bacillus can escape and colonize new environments, assuring its long-term survival. Now, the secret to Bacillus' evolutionary success is its ability, the secret to Bacillus' evolutionary success is hidden in its DNA. Now, DNA is a molecule that contains genetic information, kind of like a cookbook with instructions for making a cake. And in bacteria, a small enzyme known as MFD controls which genes are expressed. Now, you can think of genes as specific recipes, and MFD is the chef that turns those recipes into actual food. Now, in our lab, by combining computational and molecular approaches, we identified the genes that MFD controls and found that it acts on genes that regulate flagella. And now I'm going to show you a key finding that supports the discovery. So we use microscopy to fluorescently label the cell membrane red and flagella green to visualize bacillus communities. So the more red you see, the more likely those cells are changed. Now, in genetics, if you want to learn the role or the function of a gene, you remove it. So on the left, we removed MFD from the cell. And what happens? We start to see a lot of green and very little red, indicating that the chain population is gone and only the flagellated cells remain. So what does that actually mean? It means that MFD suppresses flagella expression to promote cellular diversity and bacterial teamwork. And that makes so much sense because if you control flagella, you control bacillus. And now that we discovered this, we can use MFD as a tool to genetically engineer a better bacillus. Yes, research has enabled us to exploit and manipulate bacillus populations, not just for use as probiotics or in agriculture, but to improve almost any industry that you can think of, from medicine, textiles, food, to yes, even cosmetics. And this has been our secret to living alongside the bacterial world. Now, it's important for you to know that after today, are you going to stop having a big ego? Probably not, because you're a human, and humans are evolutionarily designed to have big egos, and that's okay. But what's not okay is for humans to think that they're outside or superior to the bacterial world, because the reality is we are inside it, shaping it and being shaped by it. Now, lastly, it's important for you to know again that this research, which is set to benefit society, was carried out by indigenous, immigrants, and their descendants. And let that be a testament to the impact of diverse voices in STEM. Because bacteria like bacillus figured out a long time ago that when diverse populations with different skills and different capabilities unite around a shared purpose, innovation emerges. And that is a world that humans should strive to live in. And with that, my name is Jessica Grifaldo, your friendly microbiologist, and I want to thank you for learning with me today.